let's just stop for a minute. We've got a little bit of time, not much, but a little. Can I just ask you add up some of your scores? Just add up your scores. I'm going to shout out a few numbers and give me a score for your whole business. And just put your hand up if you've got a score. Just be interested to know if anyone's scored anything yet. Yes, I knew you would. Good man. Yeah, thank you. Exactly. Oh, you have done that one before. Okay, yeah. So what number? I should. Oh, I did. Right. Okay.
I got a
34. Okay. So what was your highest score?
No 5, so I had
A 4. And what was your 4s?
industry peers, CU, and I should say this is the client.
A client. Yes. Yes. Okay.
Industry peers, CU, that's top 5 in the industry.
Yeah. So.
Very niche.
So, but being you know, you lean on that as a hell of an achievement, right? I mean, that you're one of the better players in a sector. And what's the other one? The other 4?
The other 4 was staff morale.
Staff morale.
They
Okay.
have a good team.
So, I mean, you could start to build a story around those two. I wouldn't say it's saleable today, obviously, at that. My guess is that, or not guess, but my estimate, given all the deals we've looked at over the years, over 30 years, round about 46 and above, you've probably got a business that would sell. You just wouldn't get top dollar, and it'd be crazy not to go after the top dollar. So there's some things that would just make a big difference to the value. My line in the sand is probably below 46. You know, there's issues in there that might actually be decreasing shareholder value over time unless you deal with them. Under 30, you've got some issues. I mean, there's too many low scores for that not to be a worry. But above 30 to 46, I believe in if those two. And what's your worst? Give me a worst score.
I should tell you, I have 2 deal killers.
Oh, really? Yeah. The dependency.
The CEO.
Yeah. That is a killer.
Couple, 2 key customers represent 80% of the.
Yeah. So those are two that, you know, if you're looking at a framework of actions, you know, you can rearrange the deck chairs in the Titanic, or you can actually go after what matters, right? So, you know, you've got 2 things there that would be occupying a lot of the right person's time, right, to try and change that. I know you're trying to change that, I'm sure. Anyone else with any scores? Yes?
33.
33, okay, similar boat. Best score?
Best score was probably sustainable annuity of stream.
Okay, that's a really good one. I mean, that's, if I was to pick anyone to get a 4 or a 5, I'd buy that one. And then your worst score, what was the one you were?
There were number 1.
Yeah, give me one of them.
Sales and profits growing at 25%.
Just saying, right, a bit flat.
They were probably single digits.
Single digits. And you know, it's not too bad. You've got the annuity. So I mean, again, I've not looked at the score, but there's enough. See, there's enough low scores there, but with the annuity as a backbone, you could start. I mean, that's where we love what we do, because you could start to ramp up. I mean, our work takes people from the 30s to the 60s. We don't claim to get, you know, if you're in the 70s, good luck. Can you sell a business that's in the 30 scores? Sure, but the odds are against you, so why would, you know what I mean? So this was what this framework's useful for. Any more scores? Yes?
43.
Well, 43. Is that the food related? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, 43 is a good score, but what was your worst score? What's the 0s or 1s or 2s?
Margins in the industry.
Oh, that was weak, okay. And that's a tough one because that takes a long time and there's a cultural issue there. How would you change these? Presumably, I've got a travel client, 60 million revenue, and their margins aren't great, but they'll never change their Boston location, which is ridiculous rent. And it's a lovely building. And they'll never change the fact they've got too many bodies, but they make enough money. So, you know, but they're not going to sell anytime soon either. But that's good, that's okay. But there's enough there, again, a framework. Okay, good. And yes, Eric?
31.
31, okay.
Yeah.
So your worst score, what would you pick out, being a 0 or a 1?
The growth.
The growth, right,
Yeah.
okay. And that may be to do with positioning, and maybe there's a better positioning that would take a higher growth cap. I don't know enough. And your best score? 4s, 5s?
The good recurring revenue.
Recurring revenue,
and
right?
And the markets.
The markets, right. Yeah, I mean, you know, what this does is, you know, where you spend your time is an investment decision, and I think this just helps. That's all. I just wanted to say that. And finally, I just wanted to say this, that, it's easy to work on the wrong stuff. It's really setting up a blueprint that directs, working on the right stuff, deploying the appropriate protocols, the systems, the measurements, the structures, makes a huge difference. So as you scale, alignment between actions and corporate objectives should get tighter. You will notice higher levels of control around essential functions. Predictability gets better, leading to a great place to work and a financially safe company to join. And I just think whether you ever sell your business or not, it's a phenomenal value matrix to go after. The speech, the gist of it is in a little white paper on the wall, so you can certainly grab that and that'll give you a little memory check. I'd like to, and that's the white paper, I'd like to thank you for coming this morning. I've enjoyed myself. I think that's all I've got today. Thanks for everything. Thank you. Cheers.